I have learned that there are 5 myths that I used to believe about love that are not true. Would you like to hear them? I'm Granny Ronna. I'm here with my partner in social media crime, the beautiful Janette, and we're going to talk to you about love myth. Myth is so hard to say. Okay, myth number 1. There is only one person in the world for you. Haven't you heard that? There's only one. There is the one. We glorify one. That's just not true. There are a lot of people it could possibly work out with. And if you hammer yourself on finding the one, you might miss some that could turn out to be the one. So I just think, no, let that go.
Wait, I have to interject here because you're like shattering. So I'm on the other side of this. I'm opposing this, Granny, because I
Okay.
do think there is the one. I'm a lifelong fairy tale lover. That's like one of my things. I don't know if I told you that before. And Cinderella, Belle, if I think about Ariel, if I think about all the lovely fairy tale princesses that I absolutely adore. The whole thesis around a fairy tale is that you find that special someone, the soulmate. Okay, whether happily ever after is a month or a year or a whole lifetime, that's a different thing. But I do think that there is the one, the soulmate who may not necessarily even be the one you end up marrying, but they will be that soulmate that you feel like you've known them for thousands, if not millions of years before. You're trying to tell me that you can feel that kind of connection with everyone. There is a concept in physics. Gosh, I wish I was as smart as my daughter, because I would have told you about a concept in physics that I studied with her that proved that it is possible that I think light, there is some version of very small particles. I don't think I should call them particles, but light, and they behave in this particular way. It's almost like they're soulmates. They're attracted to each other for a really long time. And I think that that is possible also for human beings. But you're saying that that's not true.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm not saying everyone could be the one, but there's more than one. And do I love fairy tales? Yes. My secret vice that is not secret now is I read romance novels when I get stressed. I like to read romance novels. And romance novels, there is the one, and that's it. But nah, it turns out to be a whole lot of other things. And there's more than one. Let me give you a biological example to counter your physics example. Eggs decide whether or not they like particular sperm. Sperm is swimming, but the egg has to decide, yeah, you're cute or not. But she could decide that about anything. Or she could not like somebody and, still end up making a zygote. So the addiction, I think, to the idea of the one can cause us to lose the fact that maybe this other person that doesn't feel like the one that I've been together for 1,000 lifetimes is the one. The one.
We have got to do a live stream and debate this with YouTube, because I refuse to believe.
Well,
I believe there is such a thing as the one, because I think that's called settling.
well, I think there's the some
Settling.
that are
Like,
possible.
oh, this one who doesn't feel like the one may be just as good. No, you just settled, girl.
Well, maybe, but also look at thruples. There are very happy thruples. Clearly, there were the two, right? They're polyamorous cultures where they're the many.
Yes.
And it could be that you can have a fine relationship and be in love and it's not the one. I just think we'll debate this further, but I think the idea of the one, I've seen it really mess with people's heads. And then, you know, they end up not being open because they have an idea in their head of what the one is going to be like, which usually, if you decide that in advance, you could be screening out people who could be great. You don't know.